everybody. Well, I disappeared for a few days over the weekend. To me, it was a nasty weekend. I'd actually resigned myself to the fact that I wouldn't be able to get on my YouTube channels. See that thing there? Your account is at greater risk. You don't have two-step verification. Turn it on. The thing is, when I got to my channel, one of my channels, that's what it said. And then I couldn't get on the Truth channel. And then it started happening on Sun and Moon. I just put some videos out. Looking forward to that great hangout there with Gary, which is on the channel and out now. And all weekend I spent hours trying to get on. I just didn't really know what to do. There's two things I'm a little bit unsure about. My daughter looked for a bit. We never saw that bit when it said turn this, whatever it is, and it said turn on, and then suddenly it said whatever something, there's your number, use your number, which is one step I suppose, and then it turned up on my page, and I'd spent days getting in. I'd actually resigned myself that I might not be back because it just looks so complicated. It's like, well, I know they want to get rid of me. I've done everything possible and abused me every day, and then they suddenly say at the top in other things, oh, you're one of our whatever it is, or wonderful whatever it is. You think that I'm a valued not customer, but a valued person of theirs? It really upset me because I thought, oh my god, this is going to be the end of YouTube. But I've managed to somehow get on with that at the top. I don't see why I need that. You know, if someone breaks in, they will just delete the channel. But when we worked out before, when we were live, and we could do that as a panel and all sit on there, if you go live today, it's just on you, the camera. We learnt that the only people that let the ones that used to put porn on and everything, and you get a strike for it or get your channel taken off, was actually YouTube, because they left a back door open and that's how they got in and that's how it happened. It was nothing to do with the people. It was a few people going around doing it. Well, I've had no problem since they actually changed their webpage, which was probably the BlackRock ones, because my channel has changed so much. You know, I've shown you videos, many more people watch me on BitChute, yet I don't promote it and the channel's quite small. Yeah, but on here it's like I'm a nothing and I'm put at the bottom, and only I think the people that come to the channel see the videos. They're not put out on YouTube at all. There's nothing on my panel to say there's a problem. The only thing I ever get is sometimes it says copyright music. But as I'm not monetized, does it matter? But I try as much as possible. And often they say they're copyright free and then later on YouTube copyright them. But once they affect the video, even a tiny bit, it goes on a different level, see? They say it doesn't affect your video, but they do affect your video. I've seen them take my views off. I've made videos about it. You know, I've had people come to me on numerous occasions saying, well, there was this figure there and then I had to do something and I turned the page and when I came back it had all gone. So they play very dirty because there's nothing on my panel. I am not restricted. I don't have to worry about all those things, but it just seems to happen to me. And when I make similar videos to other people, they get thousands and thousands of views, and I'm lucky if I get 100. But I must have hit the mark with the Romans, the Star Mac and the United Kingdom flag, and what's the other thing? Religion. There's just one religion. I must have really hit the mark on some of the things, because I'm saying things aren't quite the way that they've said that they are. But they've gone out of their way, and it's been quite demoralising, really. They've won, really, because hardly anybody watches me now. Yet I've been viral a couple of times. So it's just ridiculous, and they change the law all the time. There isn't just one law to help everybody on this platform. They use and pick, so they can say, the bot, whoever's doing it, says don't really like this, will copyright the music, just to affect it a bit. Because obviously it must be looking at statistics, so the higher you are in everything, or they're watching and lots of messages, then it goes up. But if there's problems with it, there is always going to keep you at the bottom. I mean, I don't even know why I'm on YouTube anymore. You know, I work really hard. It's not my fault all this stuff's happening and I see a lot of things. It's just not my fault. It's really happening. It's just not my fault. But they go out of their way to try and... It's like maybe I was getting hundreds and hundreds of views for videos. They've like reset the channel that it's never going to go over, say, that figure. And I know it's happening because a few years ago I watched someone make a video about, they said what it was is they were looking at the MTL. So I'll show you what the MTL is if you don't know what that is. What it was is when they broke it down, this one girl who had hardly any subs got millions of views. And then they watched other pages with other material, and when they looked at the MTL, they were all affected. They've all been changed, so they've been put on different levels. Yeah. So they don't want me to talk. They told me well, they've got different reasons on each channel why I couldn't be monetized. But I wouldn't have cared about that if they hadn't squashed all my channels. But they gave 2 of them back 6 months ago. But anyway, I just wanted to say this has been a horrible weekend. I'd remind myself that I wasn't going to be able to get back on. I shall leave that there for a bit. But God, do they make it complicated? Wow. Well, for me it is. You've now got to be like a computer person, complete now, just to be able to sort out what they've done. They're making it so difficult, but I think it's, I'm not monetized right now, so what does it matter? Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to say that because I disappeared. I just couldn't get on there. It was only about half an hour ago. There was just this thing on the 2. It was never there before. I pressed it. It went to my email. I signed in there, and then it said you're using these numbers. And when I came back, the channel's there. And I'll probably have to do it to all the channels, maybe, unless I don't know. I've got 4 other channels yet to go through. But anyway, I just thought I'd say that. I think I've said enough. But thanks very much for watching. And this place totally, for me, everything has to be completely difficult. Yeah, that's what I see. As people, you need to, if you can, share the channel, share the videos. It's the only way if more people see it. I mean, Amy does a really good job for me on Facebook. You've got to please share. Put it on TikTok. Put it on Rumble. I'm on BitChute. Just put them out if you can. Please, people. Share the channel. Because that's the only way. Otherwise, on this channel, it was 2,602, and it took me ages to get there. From maybe 100, it's taken me about 2 or 3 years, which is just ridiculous. And when I got to 2,602, suddenly I've lost 10 subs. These are the dirty little games they play. So you can never evolve or grow. You go up there, they're going to cut you off and put you back there. It's pathetic. Instead of YouTube worrying what the dictators are doing, all of them, because that's what they are, and what we're living in and how we're being treated, they'd rather attack me. We've got foam in our bread, plaster of Paris. It's all quite disgusting. My favourite word. But instead of, so that shows you which side YouTube are on. They keep putting that news out. There's something wrong with the footage on the news. Anyway, I am relieved at the moment. I'm here, but at any moment they can get rid of you because they've done that before. But I just wanted to say I have not enjoyed this. I've never spent 3 or 4 days not making videos. But it is quite hard work when I've got Rumble, I've got BitChute, it goes on Odyssey through YouTube. I didn't realise I'd done that, but I have, so it goes on there. And even if YouTube deletes things, it stays on Odyssey. And then I've got 5 channels on YouTube. It's extremely hard work to put different information out on all the channels and sort of still mould it all in. Really it is. And they just make my life harder and harder and harder, and I feel quite a bit depressed about it, to be honest. I feel totally relieved but a bit depressed because I resigned myself that I couldn't do it. Anyway, thanks for listening. I don't even know what's going to happen about this. I think I've got, I don't know, I think I've got a phone thing on my, yeah, I think if they want to know, is it you? You go to your phone and then you have to put the code in. Yeah, so, you know, someone would have to have my phone. Well, they'd have to know exactly what they're doing. Anyway, that's on my phone. This is on my computer. Anyway, thanks for watching. Gotta go.